In this video, I'm going to show you how we can set up our first Git and GitHub setup on my local. I already installed Git and I use like Homebrew to install Git. It's very single online command, brew install Git, and it will start the installation of this Git. If you don't know how to install Git on your computer, you can check the other video of my channel. I explained everything over there in detail. Now let's see how we can set up Git and GitHub on my local. So I'm going to minimize this thing and I'm going to jump to the terminal. So we can open the terminal from this spotlight search and then start typing terminal. It will open and you can just double click over there and the terminal window will be opened like this. Now the first command we need to type it here like this thing, git config -- global username, and here we are going to set the username of my Git account, then hit the return key. And the next command we have to use this one, git config global user email. So we can type it like this way, inside a double quote, this is the email address of this user. Okay, then we have to hit the return key. Now we need to jump to our GitHub account. So this is my GitHub account. Once we are in the GitHub account, we must need to log in our account. Then we'll see the account profile icon is there. We just need to click here, it will be expanded. From here we have to come to the settings. Once we are in the settings, then on the left side we'll see a couple of items are there. We have to scroll at the bottom, and here you will see developer settings is there. Just click over there and developer settings window will be opened. Now from here we have different options are there, auth app and personal access token. Just click here, it will be extended, and then you have to use tokens. This is the classic and fine grained tokens. This is the modern. So I'm going to use this version, fine grained token. We just need to click here and very shortly it will be open like this. Now here we can create a token. So to create a token, we have to press this button, generate new token, and it will create a new token over there. We need to type the password of my GitHub account, and I'm going to type the password and then I'm going to press the confirm button, and very shortly it is asking like token name. So I'm going to name it like MacBook Pro token, and then the description is optional, you can ignore it, but token name is mandatory. And then you have to understand or define the token owner. This is me, and also expiration date. So here it is showing 30 days, or you can make it like 60 days. That is fine. I'm going to make it 60 days, and this token will be expired on the selected date. After this date, this token will not be valid anymore. And here it is asking which repository model I need to configure, like public, all, or only selected. I'm going to choose all, and then permission. So here we can add the permission. Now I'm going to add some permission for this like for this token. So I'm going to choose from here, I'm going to press the add permission button, and from here I'm going to type content, and here I see content is there. I'm going to click here and it will be saved. I mean it will be checked and it will be over there. Now we can click this button to generate our token. I'm going to click generate token, and very shortly it is giving this thing read only. I'm going to make it read write everything. So read and write, I just change it, and then after that I'm going to create this token, and it is giving us the detail. Your new personal token MacBook Pro token will be ready for use immediately. It will expire. This is the expiration date, and MacBook Pro token grants two permissions for all repositories, contents and metadata. This is read and write, and this is read only. I'm going to press this button generate token, and very shortly it will generate a token and it will give us this type of key. What you need to do, we just need to copy this token. We can click here and the token will be copied. Once we created the token, then we can use this token to do different type of purposes, like whenever we try to push some code, or whenever we try to pull the code, if that is like private repository or we don't have like regular public access, at that time we need this token to log in our account to push the code or to download the code locally, and this token is very useful at that time. Now we'll see how we can use this token. It's created on folder which is GitHub. Now I'm going to access this folder. So in terminal you can easily go like this cd, and then you can drag this path so that it will be directly pointing to that location, and then you can hit enter key or return key of your keyboard, and here we see it already access of that folder. If we type pwd, it will show us the exact path. Now I'm going to clone on repository on my local. So I'm going to jump to the GitHub account. So here is my GitHub account, and from here I'm going to download this thing, FewSteps Java app, or for example this one I'm going to bring like that. So I'm going to copy this thing. This is the link I'm going to copy, clone it, and then I'm going to open the terminal, and then I'm going to paste it over there, so that it will create a folder in that name, and it will download everything. So it is showing no such file or directory. So basically we forgot the full command to type. We have to type git clone and then the URL, and then we have to hit enter key, and it will be cloned everything. Now if we access the folder downloads inside the GitHub, we'll see the folder is there. It is able to download this thing, but here it didn't ask me any password or something like that. So what we need to do, it will definitely need it when you try to push the code. Right now it's like read permission is open, that's why it didn't ask anything. Now let's see whether it is asking that thing or not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this thing. I'm going to open with text edit, and then I'm going to save it here, just here, modified. I just saved it, and then I'm going to minimize this thing. That is fine. Once the project is downloaded successfully, now we have to access this folder, right? So what we can do, we can copy this folder name. We can hold this thing, command option C, it will be copied, and then the path of that folder is copied, and then I'm going to type the command cd change directory like this, and it will be jump to that thing. Now if we type the command git status status, it will give us that this file has been modified, right? So we need to push this code. So now we need to if we try to push, it will not allow us unless we type the password or the token. So let me show you this thing. So I'm going to add this thing, git add, then dot git commit -m, which is comment, just testing, for example this thing, and then we need to push this thing. Then we have to choose git push origin main, and then if we hit the return key, then you'll see that thing, username for GitHub, this thing, it is asking me the username. So I'm going to type the username is like FewSteps, hello FewSteps at icloud.com. then you have to hit the return key, and here it is asking the password for this one. Now here, instead of password, I'm going to paste the token which I created before from the GitHub account setting page. So I'm just going to paste it over here, but it will not show anything, because when you paste this password or token, it will not show you anything, but it will work. Once I paste the password, I'm going to hit return key of my keyboard, and very shortly we'll see this type of thing. That means Git is able to push this code to GitHub. Now let's check whether it is really able to push it or not. So now let's open GitHub, and then let's check it whether it is working properly or not. So I opened GitHub, and here from learn, so this file I modified, and it's showing 6 minutes before. Yes, it's modified. And if we click here, we'll see the change of the title. So this is the code. So here you see we added this thing modified, and that's it. In this way we can set up our first GitHub repository to push pull something like that between my Mac Git environment and GitHub hosting account.